I am so excited. The Shape Word Search Puzzle Generator is live today as of 5 May, 11 a.m., and it goes till 8 May at 11:59 p.m., and that's Eastern Time. And it is such an amazing tool for $47. The front end product is $47, and honestly, it's a great product at just that. So if you are not sure, I think at $47 it is a great price point. There are other uploads and things that you can do and upgrades, but $47 is actually a fantastic price point, and I will go through and show you what. Hey, this is Ashley with Publish with Ashley, and if you're interested in this product, just check below in the show notes, and you can use my link to get this really awesome product. Thanks. I wanted to start here on Amazon and show you that word searches are hot. You can see all these different word searches, and they're at different, 63,000, 100, 38, 133. I've seen ones at 150. And the great thing about word searches is look at the diversity. Look at all the niches in word search. And I thought this one right here was specifically great. This 100 Easter blessing words search, because it shows you that not only do you have word searches, right? You have the ability to do large print. So that like doubles. So you can make a non-large print one and a large print one. And then you focus one on the seniors and then one on just maybe the other population. But I think you're honestly better off focusing on maybe just like seniors. Not for all word searches, but if you're going to make one and the other, I would probably just pick one rather than both to do. But this is a great example of how you can create something that is very aimed at a target niche. It's for seniors, it's focused on Easter, it's inspirational, positive words, kind of for the religious aspect. So it's really a focused way to create a book that actually can generate good interest. At 63,000, that's pretty good. All right, so let's go in and I'm going to show you how to use this. Here's the Shape Word Search Generator. Ooh, hard to say. And you can see there's various options. So this is the front end at 47, and then you have upgrade, which adds some automation, and that's another $67. This adds right here languages. So if you want to do foreign languages, that's really cool at 97. And the last one offers some graphics and things, and that is at 67. But honestly, if you're just going to do a few word searches, this is fabulous. If you want to do a little bit more automation, this one right there is fabulous. And if you have desires to do foreign languages, that's amazing too. And you have to get the front end, but once you get that, you can get any of the others. So you don't have to buy all of them you don't have to buy this one to get to this one. If you just wanted the front end and you wanted foreign languages, you can just do that. Okay, so let's go in and I'm going to show you what you can do. And I'm just going to go through the front end one and give you some hints at what the other is, but just kind of show you how this works. Okay, so this is you start into a workspace, and what you're going to do is you are going to add in click this, and you're going to add in like your basic icon. Now, the thing I want to say is this is kind of the point where you can add in each page, and I'm going to show you the front end and show you how to make a template to make it a lot easier. But if you did get the upgraded version, you can go into this bulk clone area and drop lots of images, and then you hit enter, and then it'll ask you for the multiple lists. So that is really cool that you can kind of have one interface and it'll put lots of pages together for you. But let's go back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make kind of a template, if you will. So I'm going to set it out, something I want to do. And then one thing I do like to do is I like to go over here to settings, and I go to show page margins. Also in settings is where you can select your trim size. So if I want a large print book, 8.5 by 11, you can also pick any of the other sizes. 8.5 or 8 by 10 is kind of backpack size. It's still a large size. Your more travel sizes, 6 by 9, or maybe even this 5 by 8. Okay, so I'm going to add that. All right, I'm going to hit update, and now you can see that it showed the margin. I like that just so that I know nothing's going outside my margins, and you're going to kind of have to adjust anyway, but I like to make a little template. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to right click. So if I right click image or this page, it's going to say open settings. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to make a template first. That's the way I want to do this. So I'm going to go into all these settings and decide how complex or non-complex do I want to be. You can change the number of columns. So if I increase the number of columns, that kind of increases the complexity. So let's just see what that, you increase it. And if I hit update, you can see that it kind of made it bigger, but it also gave me more columns. So I'm going to have to kind of make it like that. So if you were doing a kid's word search, you would want to have less columns, right? You would want to make it a little bit easier, depending on the shape too, because the shape might determine that. So let's just say I leave it at that with 22 columns. And this, yet again, direction. If you want to make it more complex, you want to take off all the ones where we read left to right, correct? So you'd want to take, if you wanted nothing to be backwards, then you might want to take off anything from like bottom to top, or that would read right to left, so it would be backwards, right? So you can do that. But since, I'm going to do an adult one, I'm going to leave it with all of them to make it more complex. Now, here's something that's super cool. You want to, let's do this to 0.1 and update. And what I did is I updated this so that you can see that the opacity is really, it's light. Because I want people to actually see the letters, right? If you leave it really dark, you can't actually, it blocks the letters. But you can, maybe you don't, that's too light, so you can update. Okay. Now another thing you can do is you can add in grayscale factor. So let me hit update. Remember, you have to click things and you hit update. Down here is the update button. And you can change in font size, you can add in, show clues, all these different things. Font size, just you can play with it. Really, this just gives you a lot of customization, but we're just going to show you kind of the basics and how to do that. And there's training if you need, but you know what I found? Just press all the buttons and see what happens. That's kind of what I've been doing to, see how it changes it. And most of them are pretty obvious. Now, this cell size, that just is like the space between these. So if I make my cell size bigger, it's just going to space these out more, which on maybe a large print one for seniors is something maybe you want to consider. So, just play with it and see what happens. But there you can see I have that. Now I kind of have a template here. I want this opacity to be like this, that you can see it, but it's not too dark. And I have kind of a template for, shall we say. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to clone the page. And let's say I clone it. Let's just do like 3 or 4 of them. Okay. Now remember, in the bulk one, on one of the upgrades, that you can actually do some of this, it'll do that for you. But honestly, this doesn't take too long once you've made kind of a template. So now what you're going to do is I want to fiddle with my images first. So I'm going to upload images. This requires PNGs. I'm going to upload, I was doing steampunk. It's a lot of fun. So let's just upload kind of some of these bigger or bulkier ones. Maybe this raven. I love the top hat. I don't want the cat. Oops. Let me try and click these again. Raven. I love the balloons. Okay. We're going to upload those. It's going to think for a sec. It's going to upload them. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change each one. So I love the top hat, so we're doing him first. You have to make sure you've clicked on this right here so it's highlighted, and then you hit insert and it'll change out the picture. There we go. Isn't that cool? Okay, and now you're going to do that for the next one. So I'm going to do the balloon for this one. That's such a fun picture. And let's do the next one. And we're going to do the raven. And you just wait a minute and it will do it. Okay, so there we go. Now what we have to do is go through and edit our word lists. You can do each one at a time, but I'm a bulk person, so I'm going to change all my images. Oops, I missed one here. Let's change out this one for this. There we go. I'm a bulk person, so I'm going to change out all my images at once, and then I'm going to change out all my word searches at once. It makes, for me and my brain, it makes more sense. Okay, so now let's talk about word lists. I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, word list. And it is hard, or it was hard, but let me tell you, ChatGPT makes it so easy. So easy. And I'm not a huge AI fan in the sense that I don't like disconnecting your brain from your what you do. But the fact that creating word lists is just a list of words. It's something that, yes, you can have automation do. Now, with caveating that, you do want to use your brain and go through this. Okay, so what I did here is the free version of ChatGPT. Asked it, say, create a list of 60 words associated with steampunk literature, right? Because my pictures were steampunk, which I love that. I think that's so fun. And I love, steampunk is such a beautiful, if you look at the images, they're so rich and beautiful. And that's what I love about this word-shaped puzzles. You can now add all that beautiful imagery of graphics in there. Remember, they have to be PNGs, but almost anything that's a JPEG you can convert to a PNG too. So what I did, getting back to ChatGPT, create a list of 60 words, and I did 60 just because if you make it too much in the free version, it gets lost. But what you can do is you can ask it to generate another table for you. Create a list of 60 words, put them in a table with 6 columns, right? Columns are I always remember columns because those are the things that stand up and down, right? So 6 columns and 10 rows. ChatGPT is, it is as it is, because this actually did 12. So I'm not sure how that is 60, but it did do 6 columns for me, but it was 12 rows. So, whatever, that's fine. I have extra words. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy these, and I'm just going to copy it like this because this is 10. Now, maybe I'll do 12. Sure, whatever, that's fine. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to open Excel doc or Google Sheets or whatever, and I'm literally going to paste these in. Now, something cool you can do, you can just extend this over, and it'll label it. So let's say you want to do, I don't know, 30 puzzles. You're probably going to do more than 30, but this then you know how many there are, right? I like to keep track. Now, the thing you do have to do is, like I said, you're going to have to go through and use your brain a little bit on these lists and clean them up. For a few reasons, I did say a word, but some of these it made 2 words. Oops, I made that move over. Wait, there we go. Some of these it made 2 words, like flying machines. So something I want to do is go through and I take out the dashes. I would take out Neo-Victorian and just put it together. I would take out probably devices and leave clockwork, steam-driven. I would go like that. Victorian science. Maybe because you had Victorian up there, maybe I'd leave science in. So you got to go through. ChatGPT is not the end-all be-all, but it definitely helps. And I have clockwork up there, so I'm going to leave mechanisms. Oops. Right? You get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to go through and clean these up and make sure that they are what they are. But then I don't have to make all these lists, right? I'm making ChatGPT do the hard work and I'm just cleaning it up. So that's what I do. I go through and fix every single one of these so you don't have to watch me fix it all. I'm just going to leave as is. Now I'm going to actually copy one of these lists while I'm right here. Because we're going to go and use it. Let me close that. Okay, so what you can actually do too, remember, is you can say, please, sorry. You could just say generate another table of 60 steampunk words. Okay, and it'll say sure, and says here's another. And hopefully, since you already did it one way, that it should do another column of 6. And who knows if it will do 10 or 12. We're not sure, but take the fact that it's doing the hard work for you. All right, so while it's doing that, we're going to go over, and you just, once you get this, copy And now I would copy this part and paste it into my Excel sheet. Okay, now I've got one of my lists. I'm on page 1 here. Okay, so now I've clicked on my word puzzle, and if it's this pencil doesn't show up, make sure you're clicked on this. So now I'm going to edit my words. I'm going to literally just paste in my word here, and I'm going to hit save. And in a minute or so, or well, less than a minute, it's going to fix it. There you go, you have it. Wasn't that cool? Now, I would probably do this so that I would have the Excel sheet. I would split my screen or do it on 2 screens so that I don't have to keep showing me back and forth, coming back to here, or grabbing. I would kind of have it on the same screen. But for just purposes of this, we're going to go here, get our little hat, and we're going to drop in my word list, paste. We're just going to have technology, and we're going to have, let's just make it retro, science, and fiction, like that. And I'm going to take out the dash, sci-fi, which may not look quite right, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens, right? Save, and it'll do it. So there we go. So I don't think sci-fi looks too bad. Now, if you want these capitals and stuff, you can change that around in the open settings. You have options to make this, let's see, down here, where is it? Constraints of width, solutions, somewhere in here. Oh, wait, I just saw somewhere I saw uppercase. Show uppercase. Allow you can play with it and make it uppercase or whatever you want. I'm just leaving it as is. I think that's just fine. But you can just play with all these buttons and make things different. Okay, so let's go in. You got this copy paste thing. We'll do one more, right? Collect. I gotta go back here, grab some new words, right? Copy. And paste. Okay, save. I don't know, steampunk fashion. We're just gonna have fashion. I do know it kind of makes it funny if you have 2 words. So we'll do that. And maybe we'll just do that. There we go. Save. I think I have steam twice. But that's okay. Go through, use your brain, fix it out. One of the things of the upgrades, it'll actually take out, if you've done these twice, you can actually ask it to delete your duplicates. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, so you get this. Now, how do I get a book out of this? Once I have all my pages done, and it does say remember to save your work before closing. So if you're doing this and only have a certain amount of time, do a few pages and then download them. Now in the front end one, you only get PNG, JPEG, or PDF, which is cool. I would actually probably do them in PNG or JPEG, and you can actually, if you use PowerPoint like me, you can use the photo feature on PowerPoint and just upload all your PNGs into a photo book and have a book done in like seconds. It's super, super easy. But if you have the upgrade function, the first upgrade has not only the bulk creator, but the ability to do it in PowerPoint. But PNG is just as easy too, because you can just drop them into pages really easy. Like I said, if you use PowerPoint, you can use the photo album feature, and it's super fast, super simple. So let's download, let's actually download it as a PDF so you can see it. So it's downloading it as a PDF, and when it's done, I will show you that. All right, so here is the PDF. And as I do this, I realize I did not show you something super important, which is that it will create solutions for you too. So you saw the PDF, I've just downloaded it as a PDF, but we want solutions, right? You don't want to have to make solutions because that's no fun. And usually word searches, they don't always have solutions, but a lot do. So what I would do is I would actually do like this 4 per page. I think that's pretty good. You can do it tinier, but I think 4 per page is pretty good. And it'll generate the solutions, and then once it is done, you can scroll down here and it'll show you them. Okay, so I think those are pretty good. And there you are. If you want here too, what's it here? You can show the, yeah, so you can add your pages. So say you want to make sure that they can update. The nice thing about having these shapes is it's pretty obvious what they are, but see, you can add the page number right there. And then that way when the solutions, they see, you know, page 1, puzzle 1, page 3. So it shows you the pages. So that's nice too. But you can make it even smaller and have 8 per page. But I think 4 per page is probably the right number. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I hope this was really helpful and you're really excited about creating puzzles. I think I love how in steampunk especially, see how it's got like, it's so much more fun or of an interesting puzzle than, you know, you can see it. Now, so you can see the show solutions there, but you can actually, I almost forgot to show you this too, but in the settings, let's see, let me go back up here. In the settings, open settings, you can have it, you scroll down and right here, show solutions. So if you want to, see what the solutions look like, you can do that. So you can say, oh, I like that, that looks really good, or it doesn't look good. You can actually show them so that you can see, let's go down to this one. Let me show you down there. So if you wanted to look and see what they looked like, you can do that. Or when you just create this solution page, you can do that, okay? So that's kind of what you do. You create the pages. Like I said, I create a master template. And then once I have that master template, I go and add in all of my images. I go add in all my word lists. And then that way, for me, that is the most logical. But if you got the upgrade, you can do this bulk clone where you can add in a bunch of images, and then you add in a bunch of word lists, and it combines it all together for you, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. So I hope this was helpful. Sorry, this may have been a little long, but if you're interested in this app, it is really powerful, and I think, like I said, it's fun to see the graphics behind it. These are definitely different types of word searches. I could really see this being something that adults are interested in, because I've seen a lot of shape puzzles, and I actually do shape puzzles for kids, but I haven't seen so much on the adult market, and adults really like word searches. My daughter, who's a teen, she likes word searches too, and I could definitely see the teen market liking that visual aspect of it versus just, you know, the boring rectangle, square type word search. All right. Though that's all I have for you today. I am super excited about this, and I hope you are too. So please use my link and get this product. It's really amazing. Thanks. Bye.